I'm with Championship Mabagania champion. Ngicela ushele ndoda ukuthi mfethu ufila kanjani mfethu. 14 years old this thing. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, man, let me start by saying a journey of 1,000 miles start with one step. And in order to eat an elephant, you have to eat it bit by bit. 14 years was worth it. Yeah, 14 years was worth it. And, you know, to get the best out of a tea bag, you need to put it under pressure. Orlando Pirates this season was under tremendous pressure. But today, they didn't just come here to win the game. They came here to tell the story of the game better because they had a structure, they had a shape, they had a discipline amongst the team. So, for very obvious reasons, that's the team that is difficult to beat. They had a speed, they had everything. You know, I've never thought I would see a young player, an under-23 player, marshalling the midfield of Orlando Pirates. But today I've witnessed that with my own naked eyes. If you're watching the play, Mbatha was running in front of who? Selepe. Selepe was marshalling the midfield, was making sure that all the aerial balls that comes from orbit were intercepted easily and intercepted with basics, not just to hit the ball and it goes back. Chest trap, thigh, passes. He was laying the ball from Mbatha. Mbatha was doing more of an attacking meet today because of the young boy, the young lad. There's a talent there.
Talent member.
Whoever is teaching Selepe how to marshal the midfield is doing a great job. And I thank Coach Abdeslam Ouaddou because of he trusted Selepe. While even though the fans and other stakeholder members have criticized the inclusion of Selepe into the Orlando Pirates senior team lineup, you know, but now Selepe displayed his character, displayed his value at Orlando Pirates, which is good for football. Like I said, Pirates didn't just win the game. Yeah. They controlled the story of the game. Yeah. They told us the story of the game. In what way? This only happens when it doesn't happen only by luck, but it happens only when the preparations meet the execution. The preparation dwelled together with the execution today. That's why Orlando Pirates ended up with, lifting the championship, which they deserve. You know, the story of Orlando Pirates this season, it's a great story to tell because after 3 games of this season, this era, Orlando Pirates had only 0 points. I remember one fan of Kaizer Chiefs saying, I can't talk about Orlando Pirates because there's no point. That was after 3 consecutive games where Pirates had no point. But now,
I think it was 2.
Yeah. Chiefs were played 3 and other teams played 3, but Pirates was on 2 with 0 points. Then the member said, I can't talk about Orlando Pirates because there's no point. But today, we can talk about Orlando Pirates, who leveled up gradually, who walked the journey of 1,000 miles, starting with 1 step. Today they are the champions of the Bedway Premiership. They deserve it. They really break the curse. Like one member said, passing by. They really break the curse. You can continue with other questions, member.
Nice analysis, top notch, Pagania. So, as you know, Pagania, 14 years old, this thing. Our new coach, Coach AP. How much credit do you give him for organizing this Orlando Pirates team?
You know, with the likes of Abdeslam Ouaddou at this first season, there was a criticism behind it. You know, the best way to deal with criticism, take the positive out of the negative that comes from other people. And what you must know is that when Pirates loses, it's a big team. And the broadcasters want the failures of Orlando Pirates. And they want it with your name, as long as you're at the helm of Orlando Pirates. But Abdeslam Ouaddou, I'm giving him 95%. It's a job well done for him. The first season in a big team, he carried the team, he won the league, he won the treble. What more can you ask for from him? He knows the culture of Pirates. He knew what is the mandate at Pirates. He knew that Pirates wanted the league more than any other trophy. Then he gave them the league. He gave them the MTN 8 for the first time. He gave them the Black Label Cup for the first time. So what more can you ask from such a coach? What more can you ask from
Last question. Your player of the season, quickly, Pagania.
The player of the season is the keynote man in the Orlando Pirates team for this season. As Oswin Appollis, I'm sorry, my guy. Rele deserve other awards and other accolades, but the man was connecting the dots throughout the season. As Oswin Appollis, he gets in the first game of him at Orlando Pirates. He snatches a goal in 2 minutes against Polokwane City. What more can you ask from such a player who comes from a Polokwane City and dwell in and flock together with the other Orlando Pirates player? Player of the season this season, let's give it to Oswin Appollis.
Thanks, member. Oswin Appollis. Go back!